Seguimos transmitiendo desde el estudio aquí en este streaming que le llevamos a todas las personas que nos están viendo desde sus hogares u otro lugar y también a la gente que está aquí en Cisco Live. Si están en Cancún, pues se pueden dar una vuelta por el set, si no, nos pueden seguir viendo por acá. Y en esta ocasión está conmigo Todd Gurela, él es Senior Director Manufacturing de Cisco, quien nos va a platicar sobre la manufacturización digital. Hi Todd, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Is this your first Cisco Live?
No, it is not. I was here 2 years ago, actually.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us, please, what is digital manufacturing?
Sure. So digital manufacturing is also known as Industry 4.0 in many parts of the world. Certainly in LATAM here, it goes by both monikers. It is really the opportunity for our customers to squeeze more out of their manufacturing facilities, get higher levels of productivity, really get costs down to the bare minimum, and really break through the silos that exist between operational technology departments and IT.
What are the improvements customers are seeing with this subject, with digital manufacturing?
Sure. So one of the big areas that customers are investing in digital manufacturing is really in driving machine uptime. Machines, of course, are what is the lifeblood of manufacturing today, and making sure that the machines do not break down at inappropriate times, making sure that they continue to produce and really help drive the overall efficiency of the factories is what is some of the biggest benefits. In addition to that, lowering the total cost of ownership of the manufacturing facility and the automation that exists within it, and then converging all of the information that exists within a factory to really drive a higher quality product and a higher quality offering to their customers.
And what solutions does Cisco offer in digital manufacturing?
Sure. So Cisco offers, of course, the core network, the network that really is the backbone of the factory itself. We've partnered with Rockwell Automation, and we've actually done a fully Cisco validated design for automation. So one of the key areas that we invest in for digital manufacturing, first of all, is the network. On top of the wired network that really runs the automation system in digital factories is then wireless. And wireless is used to extract data from the devices and from machines, really help people operate more efficiently in the plant with mobility tools. And then security, making sure there's a good security wrapper around it all. So the connected factory, wired, wireless, and security is the core elements of Cisco's offer. But now we're going further into it. We recently launched a product called Kinetic. Cisco Kinetic is a data platform that really helps manage the data flow from the edge of the network, so where the machines are connected, all the way through to the applications, be it cloud or on-premise data center.
Is this new?
It's brand new, yeah. It was launched 3 months ago, so we're quite excited about the Kinetic platform. It really, truly is a software middleware, you could say, from the edge to the data center or cloud. And it's a unique area that really Cisco's only made that investment in. There's no other technology provider that really can provide that management of data as it's extracted, as it's computed, and then as it's moved through the network.
And can you give us an example of how a client is using it?
Sure. So one of the big areas in manufacturing is energy consumption. And of course, all of these machines consume a huge amount of energy. And any way that they can optimize either turning off the machines, maybe when the process is in a different part of the factory or a machine is underutilized, that would be a big gain for them. But really, the first thing they have to do is baseline where is their energy consumption, what's happening with it. So we actually have a starter solution with Cisco Kinetic called energy monitoring that allows customers to really very quickly, within about 2 weeks' time, establish a baseline across a number of assets, monitoring the energy consumption and really determining, is there an opportunity to change the way we run our facility to minimize the energy consumption. On top of that, we have another solution with the Kinetic platform called equipment health monitoring. And equipment health monitoring does something similar to what we do with energy. It sets baseline trends for vibration, temperature of motors in machines, those kind of things. And we can really identify before machines fail if there's an issue starting to rise.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
How can Cisco and the partners help customers to get started with their digital manufacturing?
Sure. So one of the things we encourage all our Cisco community and our partner community is go have the conversation outside of IT. Go talk to the production manager, the plant manager, maybe the manager of the controls and automation system in factories, and really understand, are they having issues? What is their baseline for equipment outages? And is there an opportunity to make some small investment, really get a pilot started, 5, 6 machines, see what they can learn from those 5 or 6 machines, and then really expand that to the entire factory. The good news is for Cisco, it usually drives a factory refresh. The network gets refreshed. For the customer, they get massive benefit because they're getting more efficient utilization of their equipment, and they're getting a much lower cost network and operational center. So, yeah.
As your vision, can you tell us how do you see the future of digital manufacturing?
So digital manufacturing, really, the future is already here. We're very fortunate that way. Certainly, managing the security risks is key. Really managing the centralized intelligence that you're going to get from this as you scale to, one entire facility, understanding the assets in that entire facility, spreading that to multiple facilities because most manufacturers have more than one facility. And what we're seeing already is those customers that are investing in digital manufacturing are seeing between a $2 million to $7 million improvement per factory on their bottom line. So either lower costs or better productivity gains. Really, it's a significant amount that customers are getting benefit from digital manufacturing.
Well, Todd, thank you very much for your time. Would you like to share something else to us?
I think if anybody hasn't ever attended one of these Cisco Live conferences, they really should make the effort. Here in LATAM, we do such a fantastic job at taking the large experience that we get from our global Cisco Live into this environment, customizing the information that's shared, and I think it's one of the most valuable things that I've ever experienced here at Cisco.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Esta fue la conversación que tuvimos con Todd Gurela. Él justamente nos platicó de la manufacturización digital y seguimos aquí transmitiendo desde Cancún en Cisco Live Latinoamérica 2017, donde tenemos temas muy interesantes y tenemos todavía muchísima información que compartirles. Continuamos.